I'm with AAC Distributing, and I am here with Evan from Varmint Guard today, and we're going to be walking through this house, taking a look at some common areas where wildlife can get in, and kind of talking about the products that we would use to take care of that for you.
Absolutely. Let's get started. All right, Susan, we did find this on the home. It's nothing against the house. It's nothing that was done improper. It is just an entry point that wildlife and rodents can exploit. So down here where they run this vinyl siding all the way up the home, there's no subsiding, there's no blockage here. Like when I come over here, I can't gain access. Here, what we can do is we can actually run up that entire subsiding corner all the way up into the soffit area. So definitely something we'll want to seal.
And how would you seal that for this particular kind of corner post?
Something like this that's a little larger than our standard vinyl siding, we would custom break metal and attach it up underneath there, and either Tapcon it directly into the foundation or use a terpolymer sealant to hold it in place. Okay,
but we have smaller ones like this, right?
We do, yeah, and this is actually the one that we see more often. This one we can actually use a pre-manufactured exclusion device called a Kritter Cap. We can put that in there. It's a pre-molded device. It does have fiberglass inside it, so it does prevent chewing, and it completely alleviates that entire access point. All right, so this is another entry point we did find on your house. This is the downstairs bathroom vent. We are already missing one of the louvers here. Again, nothing terribly wrong with the house. It's just something that could be made better, and we could add a product to really tighten these up. Birds will use these, squirrels will use them. If it's closer to the ground, mice could use them. So we'll definitely want to button this.
Sure, and we offer a product called Bathroom Vent Guard. That's something we would install here. How would you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. What I would do is I would leave it completely as is. I would leave this nice trim around it, and I would add that Bathroom Vent Guard directly over this. Seeing how we have white trim, white soffit, and the accents of the home are white, I would go ahead and use a powder coated white vent on this. Much like the other side of the house, this is your dryer vent, same type of vent. Obviously over time that lint does build up. Something that we'll want to check out is just making sure we clean this every now and again. But again, squirrels, rodents, other things like that can access through this.
Now, this is similar to the vent, the bathroom vent. Is that something we can install the bathroom vent on here, the guard?
It is not. So we actually don't ever want to screen these. There are other products on the market that we could use that kind of alleviate these little flaps, but the bathroom vent guard is not one that we would want to install here.
Now we're going to address another area where critters can get in, the ridge vent up there, but I'm not going to go up. And I'm going to send Evan up, and he's going to go ahead and show you what that looks like and what he can help you with there.
Let's do this. All right, so this is the ridge vent of the home. Underneath this, we have about a 3-inch gap that leads directly into the attic space or the installation space of the home. These are primarily designed to shed water and allow the roof to vent. But what happens is, over time, this polypropylene does warp, lifts up, and it backs out these roofing nails that are used to install it. So something like this, where it's still going to shed water properly, if I can fit my fingers up underneath there, there's nothing stopping a mouse, a bat, even a raccoon coming and gaining leverage on that to pull that off. So something that we'll do is install ridge guard along this section just to strengthen up this outside area, and it still allows that airflow to vent naturally.
Here we are at a foundation vent where we would commonly install a foundation vent guard, which is a product that we offer, and I'm gonna have Evan explain what kind of critters and how that would work down here.
Yeah, so basically what's going on is we've just got this basically window screen. Sometimes it's vinyl, sometimes it's aluminum window screen. Over time that deteriorates, rodents can chew it out. What we would do in this situation is we would install a foundation vent guard TAPCon directly to the foundation. It's a 20 gauge galvanneal powder coated steel vent that would basically encapsulate this entire thing. Still allow the airflow to vent naturally, but it's going to keep anything out that wants to get in.
And as far as our vents go, they are 2 pieces, so that makes it easier to open and close foundation vents for the seasons without deteriorating the foundation or pulling at that cement that's down there. Now we're going to talk about our XclusionPro vent covers, the 16 by 16 covers that we make. And I'm going to have Evan explain what critters get in there and how he would install one of those vent covers for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So this vent directly behind me, even though it has that nice metal cap over it, the round vent that's actually venting through that roof is aluminum, oftentimes vinyl. And it's just there basically to keep insects out. Over time it does deteriorate, squirrels can chew through it, mice can also exploit that out. So what we'll want to do here is install that XclusionPro vent cover directly over that access point. It's going to keep out all of your stinging insects as well as your larger animals, squirrels, mice, bats, things like that.
Okay, so I think we're gonna talk about a mouse entry point here and how we would use our XclusionPro Super Sealant.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically we have the starter strip for the siding here that isn't quite as tight to the foundation as we'd like to see. Different animals can exploit that. There'll be airflow coming out of there, a little bit of a temperature change. So something we'll do is install that XclusionPro Super Sealant down through here. It is 100% clear. And it's going to allow the different substrates to flex. So it's going to allow this siding to move a little bit while this foundation stays very sturdy.
Awesome. Alright, now we're here and we're going to talk about our XclusionPro louvered vent guard kits, which is something we would use on a situation like we have here. And I'm gonna have Evan explain that to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically what we have up here is just a vent for the attic. Animals like raccoons, bats, squirrels, they'll exploit that. All that's behind there is just a normal window screen, a vinyl screen. It'll also be a haven for your stinging insects, your paper wasps, things like that. So what we'll want to do is install a louvered vent guard. Basically it's 20 gauge galvanneal expanded powder coated steel. And we'll install it directly over those vents with a nice trim around it so that it blends directly to the home and it doesn't pull your eye to it.
Yeah, and along with that, our kits, they come in a coil, so they're really easy to use and you can measure and custom make vents for different sizes and situations. Also comes with all the hardware you would need in order to put that up there.